You're listening to A Daughter, A Daddy, A Podcast, a J-Mill for Real podcast on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, and all major podcasting platforms. And we're your co-hosts,
Autumn!
And her daddy. Autumn, are you all excited for our new podcast?
Yes! New podcast!
Awesome. It's just a little bit of rebrand. We are going from being A Daughter, A Daddy, A Podcast to A Daughter, A Daddy, A Podcast. Yep.
Jinx, Daddy.
Oh, you're so adorable. And we'll just be sharing more of some of the things that we love to do with each other and various other things. So first, we will be exploring some of what we have watched over the course of the last week. Then we will talk about some of what we have read over the course of the last week. After that, we will talk about some of what we played. And then we'll talk about some of what we created and learned over the course of the last week.
Okay.
And remember, if you like what you're hearing today, check us out on social media. Like, subscribe, and follow.
Okay.
Awesome. You all excited, Autumn?
Yep.
All right. So something that we've been watching together is...
One Piece.
All right. Talk to us. What arc did we just finish?
We just finished the Arlong arc.
The Arlong Pirates arc, right?
Yep.
And who's the newest member of the crew now? Officially newest member of the crew.
Nami.
Yeah. Are you excited? How much do you like Nami?
A lot. She's probably my favorite character, minus a few others.
Okay. Well, you only really know 5 Straw Hats at this point in time, right?
Right.
Who are the other ones? Because we recently got done with the Don Krieg arc, and who did they add in that one?
The one that went with the Don Krieg arc was Sanji. Am I right?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And then we've also added Usopp, Zoro, and who's the captain of the crew?
Luffy, which I think is a silly leader.
Yeah, no, he's definitely very silly, isn't he?
Yeah, sometimes sillier than Natsu from Fairy Tail.
Okay, yeah, I can imagine that. So, yeah, he's a very silly captain and leader, but everyone still kind of looks up to him because he has all the backs of his friends, right?
Yep.
So, have you been enjoying starting our One Piece journey together?
Yes.
I know personally as a dad, I'm having a lot of fun getting you into something that I've enjoyed over 1,000 episodes on, and this is
1,000?
yeah, no, we're in for a little bit of journey, so this one's gonna keep us busy for a little while. But this is my first
If I can get this right, there's new episodes still coming out. It's not even finished.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's not even finished. There's still new episodes coming out, right? Oh, so funny, collapsing on the couch like that. But you wanted to do it too, right?
Yes. It's so long, though.
But very enjoyable, yes?
Yes.
And now they're getting ready to head to Logtown before they go to the Grand Line, right?
Right.
Awesome. So we'll be sharing more of that as that journey progresses for both of us.
And also, I hear after the first season's over, in the second season, the first one that comes in the second season is Tony Chopper.
Yes. However, there's going to be one major arc before we get there, and that's going to be the Logtown one. We're going to meet actually one of the best antagonists for Luffy and crew of the whole series, and that's going to be Smoker and Tashigi.
Who's Smoker and Tashigi?
And we'll talk about that a little more next week, I think, but that'll be a lot of fun. Anything you want to take away from the Arlong arc? Was there a battle that you liked? Was there a background story that you liked? Anything you want to say about the Arlong arc?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's not necessarily a battle, but also something that's funny to me.
Okay. What was funny in the Arlong arc to you?
Remember that one part where this fishman just thought Zoro was some random person and they just let him get a ride?
Oh, the octopus one, right?
Yes, he was really silly to do that.
Did you like him? Did you like that character?
Well, I don't necessarily like him. I just think he's silly.
All right. You're going to meet him again. He's going to play a major role later on in the series.
What do you mean a major role?
He actually becomes an ally of the Straw Hats later on.
Really?
Yeah, no. Yeah, lots of fun, right?
Sounds fun. I have to get prepared for this. Dad, tell me what to do to get prepared for that arc.
Oh, don't worry. It's hundreds of episodes away at this point in time. Maybe only a couple hundred, but you're definitely going to like seeing Hachi again.
Hachi?
Yeah, that's his name, Hachi.
Hachi, such a silly name.
Well, I mean,
My favorite character is probably Kobe.
Your favorite character is probably Colby?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And also it's Kobe, not Colby.
Kobe, my bad. My bad. All right.
Well, at least I think that's Kobe.
All right. So you ready to talk about some of what we've read over the course of the last week?
Yep.
All right, so we don't do much reading together, so we're probably going to talk about two separate things here. But you started a book for the tween reading group at the library, didn't you?
Yes, called Charlotte's Web.
Talk to us a little bit about Charlotte's Web.
Well, Charlotte's Web is basically about a spider named Charlotte. It's about kind of like making her web, kind of. And her friend kind of like, named Wilbur. And Wilbur is just this little baby pig.
And Wilbur is all alone, isn't he?
Yes, at least where I'm at.
All right. And Charlotte's introduced herself to him yet, or is it?
No, not yet. She said she'll introduce herself in the morning.
Okay. Have you met Templeton the rat yet?
Templeton? I recognize the name, but I don't know if I've seen him, though I recognize the name.
Okay, cool. So you've gone into a little bit of the background of Wilbur so far, right?
Yes, apparently he was a runt.
Yes, he was. Do you know what it means to be a runt?
Being the smallest and the weakest?
Yeah, smallest of the litter. And what other character have you watched recently that was a runt?
Sky!
Yeah, Sky from Paw Patrol, right?
Yeah.
So that's come up twice in your entertainment this past week.
Yeah. 2 runts for only 1 playtime.
And you also started reading something else today. Some sort of...
Nancy Clancy.
Nancy Clancy. You want to tell us a little about Nancy Clancy?
Yes, well, it's kind of a mix between the books Fancy Nancy and Nancy Drew.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool.
The Fancy Nancy part is that there's some characters in it that are basically the Fancy Nancy characters, like Bree and Mrs. Divine.
Okay.
And the Nancy Drew part about it is that it's a mystery chapter book. Because we literally found it in the mystery section.
Awesome, awesome. You want to hear somewhat of Daddy's been reading this week?
Yes, I'm sure it's adult stuff.
Well, I mean, no, it's not like adult stuff in that way, but it's definitely wacky. I got introduced to the SCP Foundation over the course of the last week or so, and as I've been reading about it, it's all about like different anomalies and like paranormal, supernatural. It's like real life fiction. Picture things like the Jersey Devil and stuff and whatnot like that. Mothman,
So
Slender Man.
Marx Brothers?
No, it's nowhere near Marx Brothers. I don't know where you're getting that comparison at all. But I started reading some of the contest winners from the most recent contest that they had on their site. Well, first I started reading up on the different terminology because they have their own languages. And it seems like it's over 10,000 authors, and they've created not a cohesive universe, but it's like a cohesive multiverse in a way. And they create stories of beings that would fall under anomalies, something like that. Ones that like roam around coal mines or caves. Ones that...
What are you saying?
Like one that I specifically remember is like it whistles around this abandoned town.
Around?
This creature whistles around in this abandoned town in the Appalachian, and it's while they're building it up and developing it and everything, and you can't whistle back. It doesn't appear hostile, but at the same time, people know better and hide from it at night and whatnot with their blinds up. I don't know. Some of it's just kind of crazy and weird, and it's tickling my fancy a little. Who knows for how long? So diving into a weird world of different like police-style reports on characters that are like anomalies.
Anomalies?
Yes, so things that are out of the ordinary, that break the rules of like physics, time, space, stuff like that.
Like Pinkie Pie, she didn't play by the rules in a death battle, you know?
Yeah, when Pinkie Pie and Deadpool were doing it together and they just start crashing everywhere else. Yeah, no, that definitely fun, definitely fun. Yeah, you could say that Deadpool and Pinkie Pie are close enough to being anomalies? Toon Force and superheroes as a whole. Yep, all right.
What does that mean?
Well, I explained it. Things that, don't fit into the laws of physics, time, space, stuff like that. All right, moving right along. What is something that you have played over the course of the last week?
Smash Brothers!
Smash Brothers. So just continuing to play Smash Brothers. Which one? Super Smash Brothers Ultimate for the Switch?
For the Switch, yeah. That's the only one I know of.
You've never played it for any other ones?
Well, yes, but only one time.
Okay.
But I hardly remember it.
All right, so what character did you get the most amount of wins with this past week?
Well, I figured I'd do this thing where it would be a Super Mario Brothers, like, females fight kind of thing. So I put it on the team battle mode and then put one for red team, blue team, and green team. So I made Daisy the green team, Peach the blue team, and I chose Rosalina for my first player red team.
Okay, very cool. And I'm assuming you did several matches like that, or?
Well, that time I had to do 2 matches. The half of the time I was just doing some training in the other mode.
Okay, very cool,
Because
very
I
cool.
happen to really like the training mode.
All right. And one of the things we've been doing together and playing, all the legendaries, Chi and Pao and the Wo Qian and everything, and
The Qian legendaries.
Lung, yeah. Lung is up now. The one that kind of looks like a bison or an ox or something. We can battle that now because we've been getting our shinies in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet through Terra raids. So we're doing some Terra raid battles together in Pokemon Scarlet Violet. And frankly, besides that, I've been playing a little bit of Nino Kuni in between. I'm completely post-game at this point in time. I'm finishing up the post-game missions, and then
Daddy
I'll start.
let me roam around in the beginner's area.
Yep, I let you roam around sometimes when you want to. Soon I'll be working on filling the rest of, I'm just going to call it Pokedex because, that's basically what it is. I'm going to work on getting all the other familiars in the game soon. The big...
Can I help you?
Sure, yeah.
After all, I did catch you a couple creatures before.
Yes, you have, and I appreciate that.
Yep, and plus I gave them some wacky names too.
Oh, okay, very fun. I'll have to look to see what wacky names you gave them.
Yes.
I haven't noticed it yet.
Like,
all right.
the first one I caught, I named Senor Bird.
Senor Bird. Oh, you're an adorable little girl. All right, but it's been fun doing the raid to get the shiny ones. I'm guessing we're going to have to go back. We have our Wo-Chi and shinies, and we'll have to look back to see if our Chi and Pao shinies are ready yet, right?
Yes.
You collected your Wo-Chi and shiny, right?
Yep.
Awesome.
Wo-Chi and
The red on that snail looks kind of cool, right?
Yes. Red, white.
Drama.
Oh, sorry, folks, for going off guard like that.
No, they're enjoying it. That's why they're listening, because they want to hear you do stuff like that.
Yes.
All right. And created. What did we potentially create? What's the one
A
thing?
new podcast.
Yeah, this week we're going to take our free pass and say what we created. You're listening to what we created. We put together a brand new logo. I got new intros. We put together the format together for this new podcast. So we're going to say that what we created this week, we created the rebrand for the podcast as a Daughter, a Daddy, a podcast. So out of the 5 points that we'll be discussing every week, which one is your favorite? The whole play or the watch or the read or the create or the learn? Which one's your favorite?
Wait a minute. You didn't say for anything that we learned.
As part of the process of creating this podcast, which one of the points is your favorite? We're going to get to learned after
The
this.
reading. The gaming.
The reading and the gaming?
Yeah, because I'm quite a gamer and I'm starting to become a reader too.
Okay, now do you like reading or gaming more?
Gaming!
Okay. But you like both a lot, right?
Yes! I know who else that likes reading a lot. Auntie.
Well, yes, Auntie loves reading. Mommy loves reading, and I love reading too. Our whole family is a family of readers.
Yes, well, at least for some of us. JJ can't quite read yet.
No, he cannot quite read yet, but I'm sure he'll be a reader when he does it. Speaking of reading, you've done really well with your summer reading program for the library, right?
Yeah, but I haven't got a prize yet.
You got a ton of prizes. You got the big one pretty early in the summer. It's just you've been getting the little one since then, right?
Yes.
All right. So I honestly thought that your favorite point was going to be creating. I know personally for me, my favorite point of the 5 we're doing is creating because it's a lot of fun making things that you can put your own personal stamp on.
Next, we're going to talk about what we read.
Learned. What is something that you learned this week? You had a little science experiment you did this week, right?
Yes, I sure did.
All right. What was it that you did?
Well, first, you would take a plastic bag, put water in it, then stick a pencil through it. And if you pull it through it straight, the water won't come out. But if you put it diagonal or up diagonal, then the water would come out. But as long as you put it in straightly, then no water will come out of it at all.
Okay. And is that putting it all the way through or just putting it halfway through?
Well,
through one of the sides or both of the sides?
Through both of the sides.
Oh, okay, cool. I would have never guessed that. And you tested it, right, to see
Yes.
if it works? Oh,
Yes.
awesome.
In fact, It's because of the science book. Because I followed instructions in the science experiment book that I got from the library.
You love doing stuff like that. You've expressed an interest in building simple robotic things, right?
Yes, and I've also gotten an interest of science.
What's one of the favorite things that you learned in science over
All
the
the
course?
stuff.
All the stuff? Give me one specific thing that you love that you've learned about science.
Molecules.
Molecules?
Yeah.
Oh, you like studying the whole molecules and atoms and stuff like that?
Yep. My next science experiment would be about molecules. First, I would take a solid matter, a matter, and a liquid matter, and then take a microscope to it or something if I can find it to try to see if I can see the little molecule things in it.
Okay, I'm not 100% sure what you're saying you're going to do right now because it sounds very vague. But at the same time, I'm sure that you are going to pull out your microscope tomorrow and do something with it.
Yes, though, to be honest, I don't know where it is, so I probably won't be able to use it.
Isn't it right in the dining room?
Okay, after the podcast, I'm going to the dining room and looking.
So one of the things that I was really impressed with when I was, we all doom scroll. Yes, adults, we all that are listening, we all doom scroll. And I was doom scrolling a little while. But one of the things that I came across it was something I hadn't seen in a little bit. And it was one of those things where it was talking about the value of 8 minutes. So
8 minutes?
Yeah, sometimes people are down and in a low place and they don't necessarily need a specific word of encouragement. They don't sometimes specifically need something to change. Sometimes they just need 8 minutes of time from someone else. And I don't know what the science behind 8 minutes as opposed to 7 minutes or 10 minutes is, but the video is talking about the value of sharing 8 minutes with someone and how much it can actually turn around someone's day of honest and caring communication, even if nothing else is resolved, just so that they know that they're not alone and just so that they know that they have someone that they can talk to whenever they need it. So I thought that was kind of cool when I looked at that, and I was like, you know what? The value of being a friend, even when nothing comes out of it, the value of being a friend and showing that you care, if in even something as small as an 8-minute segment, is incredibly valuable. So that was just something I wanted to pass along here on the show today. Sounds kind of cool, right?
Right.
Okay. Anything else you want to say before we wrap it up this week?
Yep. I want to say bye, everyone!
Okay, so once again, we went over various things that we did this past week, including things that we watched, that we read, that we played, that we created, and that we learned. Close us out, Autumn.
This is a Daddy, a Daughter, a podcast. Bye!
Bye. And remember, if you like what you heard today, check us out on social media. Like, subscribe, and follow. And check out all J-Mail for Real podcasts. Once again, this is a Daughter, a Daddy, a podcast. A place where a daughter and her daddy watch, read, play, create, and learn together.